Hello, my name is Navigator. We are picking up exactly where we left off at the end of my recent pickups video from, what's the date today? October 26, 2025, and we are unboxing the entire Marvel Legends Attuma Build-A-Figure wave really quickly, and I talked about it in that specific video that I just mentioned. I got all of these at Ollie's Bargain Outlet for $5 a piece. I have already unboxed one of the figures. That's going to be, what is it? Hatut Zeraze, or White Panther, I would say, here on the channel, or White Tiger, I think it is, here on the channel. So if you really want to take a look at that figure, you can go at that, look at that review. But I already do have one of the Build-A-Figure pieces. My plan with this is I'm just going to unbox these figures, do a really quick cursory view of the figures, and then build the Build-A-Figure. That's what I'm really looking forward to. In my opinion, that Build-A-Figure is totally worth $25, and that is what I spend on all these figures. The rest of them I'll just hopefully trade into the future, and we'll see where we go from there. But with that being said, let's start ripping these guys open. And I'm going to throw these, or at least, let me get the felt messed up. I'm going to throw this over to the side, and we're going to try to keep this as organized as possible, and I'm just going to start ripping these guys open. I do have one fear. I have bought tampered items from Ollie's before. I really tried looking at the tape on all these packaging to make sure they weren't tampered with, but that is a possibility. There could be some stuff that is tampered with here. We could have had some figure swaps. You never know. I doubt it, but I just want to make that apparent in case that does happen. I hope that. I mean, I'm going to be disappointed, but I hope you guys aren't too disappointed, but let's unbox all this. All right. So the torso for the Build-A-Figure. I'll put all the Build-A-Figure. Oops. What the heck? It's got a whole bunch of accessories in here, I guess. But yeah, we'll throw the Build-A-Figure accessories to the side here, and then we'll try to keep the figure stuff together as much as possible. Just gonna have a trash pile over in the corner. Get everything out of here. All right, interesting. That did not look like what was on the cover at all. I'm a little oh, okay, there was an extra head. Okay, I was gonna say, so here is the figure, and this is what, Nakia, I think it is. You got a quick little look at her in her armor, which looks pretty cool, not gonna lie. We do have that. And then there is an extra head sculpt, her with just some hair. You can see the face there. And then she has an extra hand, just I'm assuming for grabbing these like slicing ring accessories, but not a bad figure overall. I'm not gonna lie. So we'll throw all of her accessories together. We'll slide her in the back there. All right, next up here, a figure that I will be keeping from this series, and actually maybe the next one too. This is going to be Namor. I'm a big fan of Namor, especially his representation in this movie. So let's see what the figure looks like. We'll unbox this here. This was really the one that I was worried the most about swapping, but he looks pretty all right. You have his accessories there. Let's pull him out of here. Looks all good. All right. Beautiful. Awesome. That actually looks really cool. All right, and he's got the rest of his accessories. Beautiful. We'll throw the Build-A-Figure part there. I'm wondering, I think this is for Namor. Doesn't he have the little staff thing, right? I think so. So, here is Namor here. Starting at the bottom, we can just work our way up. You guys can get a nice little view of him. Very, very cool. I will definitely be keeping this figure. This is really awesome. Yeah, so we do have that. He comes with 2 extra hands. The hands that he has equipped are going to be those kind of like Namor hands, but he also has one fisted hand and one open hand, as you can see there. And then his really cool kind of almost like trident type thing, but maybe like one-dent. I don't know. It's his staff, his spear, whatever you want to call it. And like Nakia, we'll throw him to the side as well. We'll start from the back with the next one. Actually, no, I want to get, what is Okoye out of the way? Yeah, Okoye, I want to get her out of the way quick. Let's unbox her. Pull her stuff out. Let's see. Whoa, something dropped around there. You grab that. Boom. She has a little staff accessory as well. We'll pull her out, throw all that to the side. Man, I'm having a lot of trash come Thursday night. What else does she have going on here? Beautiful. Build-A-Figure piece. It's the head. We'll throw that aside. Then she does have her staff as well. Oh, and what else does she have in there? One more thing. Oh, her little dagger thing. I have no idea. All right, so here is the figure of Okoye. Starting at the bottom, we can work our way up. Very cool detail on this, I will say. Really not that bad. So we have that. There we go. And then her accessories, these very nicely detailed, or at least nicely sculpted weapons here. She's got this really cool looking spear. And then as I was kind of talking about earlier, this little blade thing there, which is cool as well. So we do have that. What I'm probably going to do is just kind of mix and match all of these weapons with Namor and just kind of take the best and, I don't know, trade off whatever I don't want. We'll see what happens. I'm running out of room there with all that trash. But next up here, we do have Everett Ross. I had the original one of this figure when it first came out. And that suit, oh my God. I used to take the head off of the Everett Ross and just use that suited body for like so many little imaginary customs and like the Tony Stark and all that. Because I remember there was a time when the only way that you could get Tony Stark like actually in the suited body was like a Marvel Collector Core exclusive or something like that. But man, that was quite something. All right, really, whoa. Oh, awesome. The Lord, literally, this thing could have got absolutely lost. We would have been looking for it, but we do have Everett Ross's pistol there. And then we do have the weapon accessories for the Build-A-Figure. Some really cool weapons, which we'll take a look at in just a second here. And the arm as well. And then we have Everett Ross. But yeah, like I was saying, I remember I used to use Everett Ross's body as like my Tony Stark body. And I got an extra Iron Man for an extra Tony Stark head. But we do have just the normal suited body and the head there. You could use this for really anybody you wanted. I actually used a body like this for my Tony Khan custom, which I think I showed off here on the channel. But there's Everett Ross, and I already showed off his little gun, but we do have that. Does he have a holster for it by any chance? Like that Nick Fury figure? No, he does not. All right, so we'll tuck that in there. And then finally here we do have the Black Panther. All right, he comes the last Build-A-Figure piece that we need. We'll toss him out to the side. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. You know, you got to show respect. A great actor, a legendary actor. Literally the popularity of Black Panther. Probably, I mean, obviously Ryan Coogler directed the movie, but it would not be popular without Chadwick Boseman. So we do have to recognize him and be thankful that that's the reason we do have this, because he really brought that franchise into the light. But we do have an arguably pretty plain but pretty cool Black Panther figure here, and I love the footwork there, with the toes kind of being split. That's really cool. But just a pretty basic, fairly retro Black Panther figure. And this is really cool. You might be able to use this for like a Hooded Justice custom. And he almost looks like Batman there. But that is really cool. Honestly, I think I will keep this figure. This is really cool. I just love how cool. I think I'm going to take this part off. But there's got butterfly joints on there. This is really, really cool. I do like that a lot. So there you go with the Black Panther. And then he came with some extra fisted hands of gray. And then we also have the leg piece for the Build-A-Figure. So now that we have all those figures, what I'm going to do is actually collect them, put them in here, and then I can throw these all off to the side. And we can just focus on, I believe it's Attuma. I think it's how you say it. So focus on Attuma for 1 second here. There we go. And we'll toss those over here. We can focus on him. So we have the legs, the head, the torso, the arms, and the weapon accessories. So let's start with the legs. I feel like these are probably going to give us the most trouble. And that's going to be the left leg. Yeah, there's some tassels down here. So this might be... Oh, we were missing an extra hand from Nokia. Interesting. I was kind of like, really? One hand? All right, let's try to throw this on. And my one worry about this is he's actually going to be kind of short. And I was hoping he'd be fairly tall, considering that he doesn't seem like a human. Or at least he kind of seems like a god or something like that. Or, I don't know. I never really saw the movie. I'm not going to lie to you. And when I said I'm a Namor fan, I mean more so from the comics than the movie. Let's turn that around. All right, that leg looks pretty good, right? Looks pretty seamless there. Let's throw the other... Imagine if I put him on the wrong thighs. No, I think I'm doing all right here. And we'll press that one on if we can. So I'm probably breathing right into the mic of my camera right now. You guys are picking all that up. Yeah, I was noticing with it that these little bone things on the feet make it so you can't really bring them all the way up, but still, I don't know if we can do something with it. And then we'll toss the arms in here. I'll have to bring that down a little bit and toss those in. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure you can see already why this Build-A-Figure kind of caught my eye. He's pretty cool looking, I'm not going to lie. Then we have the, what is that, the right arm here? Oh man, that is stiff. Wow. Gonna have to, I'm using the torso peg itself to kind of move it. I don't even know if we're gonna be able to get that in there. Can we? Is that gonna work? Kind of. All right, well, it's not gonna fall out, I'll tell you that. So we do have that. And then finally here, the head sculpt. Look at that thing. It looks like Arlong. That is wild. And we will pop that. Whoa, I'm going to need to take it off camera. Use my torso as leverage. Ooh, or my gut, I should say. Yeah, these arms are popping out. That is going to be a little bit of an issue. It is a Build-A-Figure, so I get it, but I don't know. That should be a little bit more thorough. Regardless, though, man, that is a beast of a figure. Wow. All right, let's throw these weapons in hand, and then we can get, oh, wow. Get a good look at him. Okay. See, his arms keep popping out. That is very annoying. I can just slide this one in. Come on, baby. Oh, there we go. Come on. Without the arm popping out, please. There we go. Beautiful. All right, awesome. Throw those down, and here we go. All right, so take a look at the feet there. You can see he's kind of got these leather wraps, and they're like bone-clad almost. That looks really cool with kind of those wings coming out like Namor did. I think this might be the enemy, the villain of the movie. I have no idea. I have no clue who this guy is. He just looks really cool. He's got this really cool loincloth with these tassels and kind of some pouches on the back. As you can see, it looks like there's like a little dagger hidden in there. I don't think you can take that out, can you? No, you can't. I wish he had somewhere you could store these weapons, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Some really cool bone armor on the arms there as well, though they are different. You can see the left arm is a little bit more armor-clad. Some pouches there as well. This very cool neck piece, which looks really cool. And the hair actually fits pretty well, pretty nicely going over that, I'm not going to lie. They planned that out fairly well. And the head sculpt is really cool. One thing I noticed is he has this little like rebreather mask on, which looks really cool. But like this crazy hammerhead shark headdress is just awesome. So there we go, folks. There we go. We'll throw him. Oh, and the weapons. I don't know. You can take a quick little look at those. The detail on them is insane. I love this one especially. Very like Aztec, kind of like South America-esque. Or no, even that, but just Native American, indigenous-esque is that weapon. So we do have that. And then finally here, like we kind of went over earlier, we do have the rest of those figures. So there we go. The Marvel Legends Attuma Build-A-Figure wave, like 3-4 years out of circuit, whatever. But folks, I don't know. Go check out your local Ollies. Maybe you can find a really cool Build-A-Figure like this, resell it, whatever you want to do. I won't be doing that. I'm going to keep this guy. He's really cool looking. But there you go. So folks, I will leave it there. As always, my name is Navigator. Have a nice day. Take care.